So hi, Welcome to Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're here with...
Hi, my name is Alex from Band Young Culture.
And we're asking some questions to say about the upcoming album. You had to be there, so congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
Super stoked, very excited. Definitely like my favorite thing that we've ever done so far. I mean, I know it's like easy to say that, but I'm just so proud of it and can't wait for people to hear it. It's definitely a ton of fun.
It's fucking awesome. Like,
dude, it's your best shit yet. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Seconded what Glory said. The debut album was great, the EP was great, but this is just on another level.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is your it album. Sorry.
Dude, let's go.
And before we dive too deep into it, it's obviously like at its core a pop punk record, but I'd like to just talk a little bit about Whiskey and what the fuck was going on with that, because it's like you guys got a pop country song in the middle of the record, and I'd like to talk a little bit about that before we move on.
Yeah, totally. So I mean, you know, like as far as Young Culture goes, I think we've already like since we've been a band, we've already pretty much put ourselves in a spot where, you know, we're not gonna just do one thing. We're gonna, you know, do what we want to do and try a bunch of different stuff. And Whiskey was definitely one that we you know, something that we've been wanting to try doing for a long time, and I'm really excited that we got to do it because we like country, so I'm stoked to do it. Yeah, so got a little bit of a twang song on there.
Oh, for sure.
When you guys were promoting that as a single, I was like, I don't want to listen to this. Like, Young Culture dropped a pop country song, and I'm scared to listen to it. And then I listened to it, and it's actually like really fucking good. And like, it's actually one of my favorites off the record. Like, I was so hesitant to listen to it, but it's one of my favorites off the record because it's so fun.
Thanks.
Yeah,
appreciate it, Shane.
So, is there any meaning behind the album name or cover art?
Yeah, so like, you know, like I think that this album, like, I mean, you two have known me and known this band for quite a little while, and so I'd say, like, you know, the biggest thing about it is that, you know, we wanted this one to like feel like a party, you know, because like whenever, you know, we come around and do something, we like it to feel like a big event, you know, like everybody's involved, and you know, like you know, it, like it's a big community, and so you had to be there. It's kind of like Italian, like, you know, that type of vibe, you know. It's like if you missed it, like you had to be there, you know. And the album artwork is supposed to feel like a big like collage, like party. Kind of wanted it to look like the Sgt. Pepper artwork, and so we just kind of did like our own version of it.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then
thanks.
For LP3, can we please call it YC is a frat to keep up with the party vibe?
LP3. You guys down?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, they say yes.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for this album?
Yeah, so this one was a bit different because you know, we obviously had a lot of time during like pandemic and stuff, like during like 2020, 21 to like write a lot. So we were writing a bunch, like doing a lot of Zoom calls with each other and writing a lot of songs on our own and together and stuff. And we ended up writing like a lot of songs, like upward of like 60 or something. And honestly, like barely any of them made it, maybe like 2 of them or something. And we kind of went into the studio in the month of January this year, and you know, just felt like we wanted to keep writing, and we did. And we wrote with the guy who produced the album. His name's Anton DeLost, and we just pretty much wrote a whole new record, you know. But it was almost like practice, you know, and it was a very organic feeling, and it was really awesome to do.
Hell yeah. So like, I guess you guys obviously wrote during the pandemic over Zoom, but since most of those songs got scrapped, did you guys just not like really adjust to it? Was it like a weird feeling for you guys writing distance from each other?
I don't think that was it at all. If anything, it was just like, you know, like, well, I think that we still had more that we wanted to do, and not that those songs weren't good, but we were like, we kind of like knew that we wanted to make like a rock album, like a pop punk album, and you know, I think we went in with that intention. We're like, I think that we still got like more stuff, you know, that we want to turn out, and like we were like cool with what we had, but then we just went and we wrote songs that we liked even more, you know, like a lot of the ones that we had already put out, like Kind of Over It, and my favorite one, track 1, Not in Love, like we wrote in the studio, and like I'm really glad that we did, you know.
Hell yeah. And those 60 tracks that you guys wrote over the pandemic, socially distanced, what like genre were they? Because you said you guys wanted to go more rock for this record, so what did you guys accidentally write?
Yeah, no, I mean, like good question, because we wrote, like I said, like kind of stuff that was all over the place. I think we wrote a lot of pop songs, and a lot more of those, and like, you know, still ones that I really like, but yeah, like I think that we we're looking to go do a pretty like cohesive type of thing, and that's what we did, you know. So a lot of those ones didn't really end up making it, but a song like Whiskey, you know, like was like like two different songs, and then we like Frankensteined them together, and like, you know, and really glad that we did, you know, because that was really cool. And then a song like Good Karma, we had written during the pandemic too, so that was one of the ones that made it, and we wrote with Paul Mark from Silverstein, doing like Zoom sessions, doing a lot of co-writes that we were doing and stuff. So yeah, you know, like some of them made it, some of them didn't, but I'm really glad with the ones that we stuck with, you know.
Oh yeah,
for sure. So I want you to tell us your favorite lyric off this album and what it means to you.
Favorite lyric off the album and what it means to me. First one that comes to mind, I think I had one that I really like. Okay, so it's kind of like in the last song, Serendipity, it's kind of like a whole verse, but I really like this whole it was, we were living in a movie, life was good when I had nothing to prove. It seemed so simple laying under a paper moon. I was comfy in the haven, set up, I had nothing to lose. But ironically, we're throwing rocks at a paper moon, because it's like, you know, you can kind of like, it's kind of like a telling of like how you, you know, can everything's good, but like really you're kind of like unknowingly like ruining shit on your own, which I think a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
I see it, like, you know, I definitely do that in my life sometimes, you know. So yeah, that's probably my favorite one. It's like, that's a whole verse, so it's not like one line.
That's a good pick.
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So where was your headspace at while you guys were writing this album?
I think like, you know, like, you know, definitely like pandemic and stuff was like a hard couple of years, and you know, like we saw a lot of like bands and a lot of people, you know, kind of like have to like give up and like and stop because of it, and we just never like had that feeling, and like, you know, we were just like, dude, like we're ready to go, and like, no, I definitely think we could like, you know, like have time to wait, you know, because it was like less than 2 years since we even put out our full length and put out an EP and stuff. And, you know, we were like, but we were just like ready to go. Like, we're fired up. Like, I mean, we're those type of people. We really, really love what we do. And like, you know, not interested in waiting around. You know, we want to be on the road and we want to be making music. So our headspace was, you know, like kind of just that we had something to prove still, you know, and I'm really glad with what we did, because it did exactly that for me, you know.
For sure. Mm-hmm. You guys were definitely a band that like figured out how to kind of stay hustling even when you couldn't go out and play shows. You know, you guys were still connecting with the fans with the Discord and the Twitch and all
streams.
sorts of shit. So I really do respect that.
Thank you.
Of course.
So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should they play it in the car with friends, dark with headphones on? Should they blast at a party, work out to it? What do you personally recommend?
That's a great question, and I think that it's one for each one of those too. And I think that you know, like I think the car is a great one. Little Drive, you know, it's definitely like a good road trip album. I think that at a party is also a great setting. You know, anywhere like that you can be like hanging out with friends and stuff, or on your own, obviously. But I definitely think it's a great album to be listened to with friends and in like a fun environment, you know. And I think that doing that in the car is probably one of my favorite ways to listen to music.
Hell yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah. So
this question should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words, no more, no less.
Fun. Hype. Stoked.
Fun, hype, stoked. Perfect.
I'm not gonna do that.
Fine. It was quick. Yeah. So we'll take it.
Getting people amped up for the record, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Young culture fucks.
YC fucks, yeah.
Yeah. So is there a certain feeling or emotion you want this album to invoke in your listeners?
You know, like I think that like more than anything, this album can be like whereas like, you know, it's great and stuff. There's obviously so many like people and artists out there that like are making music that like, you know, is either like telling about the world around us, and you know, like is like political, or like, you know, has like a motive to, you know, like talk about something serious, and you know, which we do, like, you know, there's definitely you know, there definitely is that on the album and stuff. But I think that more than anything, we just want to make music that's like fun to listen to, and like people can have fun and like, you know, like kind of forget about, you know, the bullshit too. And also just an album of songs that we can't wait to play live, you know, that are just gonna like be so much fun to like play at a concert. So I think that that's, you know, was part of our motive in wanting to make like a more rock album, because we love all, like I said, like we love everything. And, you know, I think that our discography so far, you know, is a bit eclectic, you know, but we want to like hone in on what we're good at doing. And I feel like what we're good at doing is like, you know, getting people excited, you know, like hopefully making people happy, you know?
Hell yeah.
Definitely need a full US headlining tour so that we can hear all these songs live.
I agree. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So since you're currently on tour, we got to ask, what's been the go-to snack when you guys are at a gas station?
Go-to snack. Okay. I've been, you know, like, I gotta say, I don't really pick up a lot of snacks when I'm at the gas station. Trying to think. We've been getting a lot of Cheez-Its though, and Goldfish. So any sort of cheesy cracker. That's
good.
Right there.
Yeah,
and we share
Cheez-Its
those.
are the way to go.
Cheez-Its are fine. Cheez-Its over Goldfish?
Yes.
Fair. Nice. I think both are vibe, but yeah, I've been debating this in my head myself for quite some time.
So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Maybe like a steak dinner, but from like TGI Fridays, because it's like not that fancy. I don't know. Somewhere in between.
Okay.
Side of mashed potatoes and curly fries. All potato sides.
All right. And from TGI Fridays.
Yeah. Well, because I'm like not from like a proper steakhouse, because none of us are that fancy. So
fair enough.
You know that.
So for the last couple of questions, I'm going to shift completely away from music. So if you could switch lives with any celebrity, who would it be and what would you do? Dope question. Oh man, if I could switch with any celebrity, it's funny. I'd be thinking about this stuff all the time, like who I'd want to be, and like for no other reason than like just like I think that, you know, he's probably got like a annoying life, but I would be sick. The first one that comes to my mind is Justin Bieber. I just want to be him. Like I feel like he's got like, I feel like he can do whatever. I feel like he's sick. Or like Harry Styles probably. Harry Styles. That's probably a better one right there. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
So, but when we talk about celebrities like that, do you want to like switch to like when they were super in their prime, like Justin Bieber, Baby, Harry Styles, One Direction, or like now when things have kind of mellowed out for them?
I was thinking current them right now. Like
current?
I'm thinking current Harry. I was thinking current Justin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro has the flu right now, so probably not like don't switch right now.
Shit, I guess you're right. Yeah. Give me like 2 weeks and then switch.
Exactly. He'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll be great.
Really though.
So if you could have lunch with any celebrity or artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Lunch with any celebrity, dead or alive. Dead or alive celebrity. Oh man. Jeez Louise. Jay-Z.
Over $1 million, man?
Yeah, you've seen that one before.
Yeah.
That's how I thought. No, I mean, like, I feel like you could learn a lot from him. Maybe. First one that came to mind. I don't know.
We'll take it.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. So for this last question, boom, we're placing the entire band in a horror movie. Who is dying first and who will survive until the end?
Oh no. So 5 of us that are on tour: Gabe, Troy, me, Danny, Simon. Simon's going first.
Okay.
No, he's doing something stupid and he's gone. Who's surviving? Danny surviving.
I was
for
gonna
sure.
say Danny.
So the three of us, me, Gabe, and Troy, we're all going somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in terms of tour, it feels like Danny keeps you guys together. Like you guys are the
Oh,
reason why
100%,
you guys get from city to city. Like it's all Danny.
Yeah. Three of us, me, Gabe, and Troy. I'm going first. Gabe's going next. Somehow Troy's gonna make it. I know that motherfucker's got it. He's smart. So
fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
No, I just want to say like thank you to you two for like, always wanting to talk, and just like I really appreciate y'all, and anybody that's listening, thank you for listening and just supporting. And you had to be there. 11/11/22 coming out this Friday. At least I don't know when this is coming out, but yeah, it'll be 11/11/22, and favorite thing that we've ever done. If you miss it, I don't know, you had to be there. So that's
absolutely
it.
Love it.
Well, thank you for now. This has been Alex from Young Culture, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.